Out front now, the former Pentagon military official who ran the covert government program up until this last November, Luis Elizondo. Luis, thank you so much for your time tonight. I mean, first, tell us what the purpose of the program was and why it was so secretive.
Sure. The purpose of the program, Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, was really designed to do just that. From a national security perspective, identify those things that we see, whether we see them electro-optically, we see them with radar, we see them as eyewitness reports, through a myriad of different ways and avenues that we receive the information, and try to ascertain and determine if that information is a potential threat to national security, in a nutshell.
You know, one would think that if you're divulging top secret government information, you are the threat to national security. Wouldn't they just kill this dude? I mean, if they're really trying to keep this a secret, you got to think better than this, people. I mean, this came out because of the flat earth. This is why this came out. Don't get it twisted. They brought these aliens out so you throw the whole flat earth thing away. You know what I'm saying? You're already fully indoctrinated, so they figured to just throw this right in the mix. So, you know, you'd be like, no, man, this earth can't be flat because aliens are still coming. I mean, really, what you just witnessed was a video game simulated in low resolution, and it was made to make you think that aliens are coming at some point. You know, this is not happening. If you see aliens in the sky, it's probably some military, something that the military doing. You know, and you know that's probably how the whole one world, new world order, one world government is going to happen in the first place. You want to get everybody on the same team, the whole world on the same team, make them think that somebody from a whole nother world is coming, you know, to just enslave them or eat them or something. That's how you do it. You know, we're not leaving Earth. This is, you know, the whole Van Allen radiation belt. Think about that. We're not leaving here. But they'll show, you know, scare the shit out of you into thinking that. We're not finna go nowhere. There's no aliens. You know, I mean, maybe from like another bubble, but it ain't from no space or nothing. Ain't nobody coming from no Mars or no Jupiter or nothing like that. Man, get out of here with that. Hell, man, these folks trying to make us believe that there's a car riding around in space, like, you know, riding around in orbit. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, you cannot believe NASA. You know, their whole plan is just to deceive you. You know, so don't believe nothing they say. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's even what it means in Latin. NASA means to deceive. You know, like these people are not in it for your best interests. You know what I'm saying? They want to keep you consuming and in fear of terrorists and aliens, and you know, don't worry about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to stop funding NASA, really. You know, they get billions and billions and billions of dollars from taxes every year, and they ain't doing anything. I mean, come on now. Look, did you see that video I just showed? This is, you know, it comes from CNN, so, you know, really, you can't even trust nothing they do anyway. They known for, you know, getting actors and, like, you know, crisis actors and stuff like that. and, you know, showing, like, staged events, you know what I'm saying, worldwide. That's what they do, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't trust nothing these people doing. So, you know, all in all, like, we are geocentric people. Like, we're earthlings. We're not leaving Earth. Stop believing NASA and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's something to where your mind can go to. It's an inversion, really. You know what I'm saying? It's a true deception. It's not a complete lie, but it's a true deception Like this is an inversion. We're not leaving out of space. You might leave this world, but you're not finna leave, going up and, past that dome, or that electromagnetic field. You're not leaving that. You know what I'm saying? That's not happening. Get out of here. Get out of here. That ain't happening at all. But hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make you aware of these things. I don't want you to, feel stupid or anything. But, these half the things these folks teach you don't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? It's to mislead you, misguide you. All of that is misdirection, what you just seen right there. They finna, I don't know. They've been putting it in play. They are, the government is chess players. They've been, working this long game for a minute. So be aware, you know what I'm saying? Like, more than likely, these people are, throwing together a spacecraft, or plenty of spacecrafts as we speak. And, that's why you can't go towards Area 51 without getting killed or something, you know what I'm saying, or getting locked clean up, or some of these other high-tech facilities, or some of these islands that some of these scientists got locked down. You can't go there because that's how they use, you know what I'm saying, that's where they keep some of this stuff at. And, if they you want to shock the world, that's what you do. It's probably what them chemtrails in the air is about too. Like just to, when they do run tests and stuff, they want to run them above the clouds, and make sure, what I'm saying, that, just wandering eyes, can't see, for the folks that are looking up, most people looking down at their phone any damn way, but, for the people that are actually looking around, most of us gonna get called crazy anyway if we do see something in the air. But, just think about that, you know what I'm saying? That was a video game. That was, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. The camera that you looking at me on, which I'm recording, I know this mug is so low resolution. It's better than that. Here, that's a Navy pilot right there. I mean, he ain't got no better phone than that. Are you trying to tell me that the plane that they used wasn't equipped with a better camera than that? That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I don't believe certain things, and you gotta question these things. You know what I'm saying? You can't just see it on TV and believe it's true. You know what I'm saying? There's so much stuff I see on TV, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta question it. Yeah, I love the show. You see, it's definitely as above and so below. See, everything that you see is just a distortment or an inversion, a perversion of what's just beneath the surface. NASA means to deceive, and government means to control minds. These words are important, these people that have taken place as leaders of this country, corporation or whatever. These people have served us or has taught us a very perverted version of what reality really is. So all of us have these divergent mindsets, and we're all, I guess out for self, thinking that, there's a God that sits above us, and, but everything is one. Everything started from a whisper, from speaking. And you look at as above, at the symbolism of as above, so below. You think about the waters, that started everything, the waters of Genesis, and the ripples and the sound waves and these things are just plain and simple. They're plain to see. It's right there in front of your face, but we never grasp it, and the ones that do seem to grasp it gets beat way down through indoctrination and propaganda, and religion is responsible for a lot of it, demonizing a lot of symbols and demonizing a lot of basically nature, being natural and being instinctive. They demonize that, and science is basically went completely against nature. And, we have this whole heliocentric view, and, that would just leave us off balance. And what it is it's leaving us off balance. The sun isn't the center of our universe. That thinking has us believing that we're nothing but specks of dirt, and that we can't, that, we don't control anything. We're just mindless drones down here, just moving about through space and time for no reason at all. And that's just not the case. We are geocentric in nature. We are earthlings. And, the sun and the moon, they're just equal opposite luminaries sitting on a balance beam, you know what I'm saying? And it balances the energies of Earth. It's all it is, and if you just check out some of the pictures that I'm putting up, and you'll see, if you can just open your mind to this information and receive it, without all of the blocking mechanisms that came with it. You have to really just look at these things with a keen eye, with your third eye. You have to be open and receptive, heart and mind. You know what I'm saying? It's really the only way you're going to receive it. This monotheistic idea, is attached to heliocentrism. It's making us think that we have to be above ourselves, or we have to ascend to something to be, at one with God, when, God is all around us. It's right here in nature. You know what I'm saying? Nature shows us the signs. It's everywhere. They're everywhere. Look at the flowers and the plants and the trees, and, just think about what they call the God code, the Fibonacci sequence, and how things spread out in a spiral everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And just we have to think on a executive level. We cannot have this low frequency thinking when it comes to creation and scientific and science. When we make assumptions or theories about things, you know what I'm saying? Like, for the most part, we're looking for someone to validate it, and that's the reason why so many books have been written, you know what I'm saying? Because this all comes from these mind dumps, and how, people are going to these colleges, and, these teachers and these professors are taking in all of their bright ideas and their intellectual property, and they're making money off of it by publishing a lot of people's ideas, you know what I'm saying, under the guise of original papers or studies of so many X amount of people, you know what I'm saying? And usually when they do these studies, it's nothing but the students' great ideas, and they turn them into philosophical questions and philosophical, you know, this and all this pseudoscience and all this, the study of nature. You want to study nature, you have to be outside in nature, and then you will realize all of this is as above, so below. This you can't have one type of energy without having the other, because it all starts from one place, you know. Hey, I want to give a big shout out to Kenny Martin, or no, it's Martin Kenny and Santos Bonacci. And another big shout out to brother Sanchez, because they kind of back up this cosmology of mine that I've come up with, and well, or maybe I didn't come up with, you know, I'm just, all these ideas are out here, but they kind of back up the whole thing about the inversions and the perversions of ideas, and how brother Sanchez goes deep into the etymology of this planet, or this plane that we're on. So I want to give a big shout out to them. I left links in the description. I am discombobulated mindset. Like, share, comment, you know, all that good stuff. Another big shout out to anyone who's following me and you know, helping me to come on the rise, and you know, anybody that enjoys this truth, you know, there's many levels of it, but you know, hey, you gotta find something. All you gotta do is just, you know, dust off the surface a little bit. It's sitting right below the surface, you know. Discombobulated media. I am discombobulated mindset to God. I'm out.